Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Sandy if you're new. I am working on some fun tags, and here's a couple that I have made so far. So yeah, let's get started. These are all Edith Holden images, and I thought that these images would look so pretty on this green and this cream paper that I have here. So I'm kind of doing two different versions, if you will. I'm doing one where it's layered up, and I absolutely love that. But then I'm also doing some where they aren't layered up. It just kind of depended on the image for me. And then I have also made these into pockets. And so you can either have it be a single pocket, or if you glue this down onto the page, then you can have a double pocket. So lots of different options, or you could, clip it into the side. All different types of options that you can use these for. So I pulled out a bunch of Edith Holden images from my books, and I think I'll start with this one next. And I think this one, I like to use the previous ones as kind of a gauge on the size. So I am going to tear this one. I think that's what it's speaking to me, is to just have it be torn. So that's what I'm going to do. So it's been fun. I've been making these for my patrons. So this month it's a nature theme for the Happy Meal kits that I am making for the bluegrass tier. And the goldenrod tier will also get one of these cards as well. So the goldenrod tier is a tier where they just get about 4 or 5 kind of items from me, where the bluegrass tier, they get a full kit, Happy Meal kit. So I hope you all are doing well. Doing pretty good. It is Tuesday. I'm filming this, and I think, yeah, I need to trim that down just a little bit more. And it has been raining since Monday evening, and then today it's gotten really windy. We've had several wind advisories. So I think it's across the country. Here in the United States, the weather has been pretty bad. I think I want to leave the poem on there. I think that'll be nice. And I'm just going to trim this down a little bit. I've just been playing around in my craft room today. Today I did take a free watercolor class from, it's the Berlin Watercolor Company, I think is their name. But periodically they do these free watercolor classes. And this is the second one. The first one I just kind of watched. But this time I actually participated. And you just kind of make the same thing that the teacher is making. And it was really fun. Now, I don't have a good watercolor set, so I kind of had to wing it. But it was a good first foray into that for me. So now I think I have the bug, so I'll probably go and buy some nice watercolors. And they do different types of watercolor classes, and I think I'm going to do the beginning watercolor class. I just think it would be fun. See if I like it. So that was a fun diversion today. So I don't really measure. I just kind of eyeball what size I want to make these. And then I'll show you what I do to this card before I put the image down on it. So I pulled out a couple stencils of mine. I have this leaf one. And I think this is a Dilutions brand, Diane Reverly. And I am just using peeled paint. I feel like it goes pretty well. And I'm really doing it kind of light. So it's almost, you know, you don't really want it to stand out. You want it in the background. Oh, and I need to round the corners as well. And I'm just kind of going around, excuse me, where the image won't cover it up. And again, just very light. Now, can y'all see that? And then this will go on top of it, like that. And then I take, I have this walnut stain. All of a sudden, I have a frog in my voice, in my throat. So sorry about that, y'all. And then I'm just taking these little bits here where you see the ink, and I'm just kind of putting little splatters there, like I don't know, like coffee or just mud. Kind of thinking you're out and thinking of Edith Holden. She's out on a walk, and you have your little notebook, and you splatter a little dirt on your notebook or your note card. So that's the idea. And then I'm also going to put a few on here after I glue this down. And I want to ink up the edges first. So yeah, so each one of these will be different that my patrons will receive. But I like that. Because I'm mass making, but it's not really mass making because each one is a little bit different. And I'm also going to sew around the edges on these. Trying to decide what color thread. So what color thread do you all think I should use? Should I do a yellow? Should I do a green? Or a brown? And like, should I do a mossy green? Like, what shade of green should I do? What shade of a certain color? I would love it if you would tell me, like, what color would you use? I would love your all's input. I'm leaning towards yellow, but then I don't want to take away from the image. So then I'm thinking, I wonder if I should do like a cream color or a green that kind of like a sagey green that goes with this, or a dirty green. So that's what I'm thinking about as I'm finishing these up. Get my glue book out here and put some glue on here. I got a new glue stick. I love when you start with a new one. When you get to the end, it just kind of seems like it gets kind of gloopy and doesn't spread as nicely, if that makes sense. And just kind of eyeball this here. cute. Oh, I still need around the corners as well. And I'm using the 1/2 inch, so a little bit bigger. Do you all watch the Golden Globes? I didn't watch them. But I did watch the football game last night. It was Michigan and Washington for the college championship. And it was a good game. I mean, I think Michigan was in control pretty much the whole time, but Washington never, you know, rolled away. They stuck with it. And then I want to, since this will be a pocket, cut a little notch in here. And I'm using my bigger one because my smaller one got stuck on me. So I'm having to use the bigger one, but I think that worked just fine. I didn't watch all of the football game, but I watched quite a bit of it. Yesterday, my sister and I took my mom back to that neurologist or neuropsychologist, because I had taken her, I think I told you all back in December, I had taken her and she did a memory test with Mom. So we got the results of that, and she's diagnosing her with vascular dementia, which that jives with kind of what we've been seeing and witnessing and experiencing. And so it was kind of good to know that it's not Alzheimer's, and there's not a whole lot you can do about vascular dementia, you know, for sure, but there's things that will help kind of slow it, and like eating well and challenging your mind, like doing crafts or puzzles, things like that, being social, eating healthy, exercising. So that's what we gotta try to work on with Mom, because she doesn't do a whole lot anymore. All the things she liked to do were all physical, and she can't really do those because her knees just hurt her too much. Like, she's in too much pain. And I should have known that, should have not forced her, but really encouraged her to get knee replacements back, like her late 60s or early 70s, or even early 80s for that matter, so that the recovery wouldn't be so bad. And honestly, I don't know if her heart could take a surgery right now, and then the physical therapy, I think, would just be way too much on her, unfortunately. So the only other thing she does that's not physical is bridge, but she only does that once a month. So that's really not enough. So she didn't seem real upset about it. I think she was afraid that we were going to lock her away somewhere or something. I don't know. My mother can be a little odd. She has never been one to really talk about her feelings or anything like that. Our family, we just aren't like that. I think I'm I'm more like that because of my daughters. You know, they talk about stuff, and it's helped me to be able to talk about that stuff. But I'm getting my sister and brother, they seem to be talking more about things like this. So that's good. But my mom, we were trying to talk to her. We, then went to dinner with her, or had dinner at her house, and was trying to talk to her about us. And she just makes these jokey comments, like, doesn't want to deal with it or whatever. So, we're, trying to tell her the choice is hers. It's like, your brain function can decline quicker or possibly slower. And these are the things you can do to help your brain decline slower, and she acted like she didn't really want to do those things. Like, she didn't want to go to a senior citizens. There's a senior citizens community center that is really close to her house, and apparently it's a really good one. Like, they'll do trips over, international trips, and they do trips locally, and they have activities every day at the senior citizens group, and they take them shopping, and that didn't interest her at all. So I don't know what we're gonna do. But the other good thing is the doctor told her that she agreed that Mom shouldn't be driving. So that's good. So there, I just kind of glued that layer on top of that. You got a nice little pocket there. I love these. And of course, when you're using Edith Holden, you can't go wrong with Edith Holden. So the other thing that I was doing was putting a couple little stamps on here. So I have this lovely Tim Holtz stamp. It's called Field Notes, so I kind of thought that was appropriate. And trying to decide which one will look good on here. I've used that one and this one. I wonder if this specimen one will fit. Okay, there. Yeah, that might work. Is there any other one? No, I think I'm going to do that one. Try not to overthink things. And I'm going to use ground espresso, I want it to show up a little bit. But anyway, that's what I've been up to. So the saga continues with my mom. We'll see what happens. She does seem to be doing better now that I feel like she's now taking her medicine more regularly because we did those little pill container. And oh, that looks nice. I like that. And she's past the other issues she was having. But she's just bored. And she won't do anything about being bored. So, you know, I don't know how we can help her if she doesn't want to be helped. You know? Let me know if you all run into issues like that. It's very frustrating for me. And for my sister and for my brother. Yeah. But I'm realizing, I think she's always been like this. You know, we've just never paid attention. You know, you don't pay that close attention to your parents till you get older. Or at least I didn't. Yes. Okay, so I really like how these are looking. So yeah, I'm going to keep working. I have a few more that I want to make. But I just wanted to hop on here real quickly. Let me show you the ones I have so far. So I have this one. And then clear this out of the way. And then I have this one, and this is a water hen or a moor hen, and I'm trying to decide if I want to put that on there or not. So that's why I have that tucked in there. And then the next one I have is this one, so sweet. So I still need to put a few little stamps on this one. And same, I need to put a few little stamps on this one as well. And then this one just spoke to me to be vertical. So I made this one vertical. And I think I might put this on here. I think I might put it right there. That's what these are called. But I have that tucked in there till I make a final decision. And then this one here, this sweet, I'm pretty sure that's a robin. It's just sweet. And I did do a little stamping there. And then oh, this is one of my favorites. And I am going to do, I think I might stamp a little something on here. But so pretty. Love that. And then this one, see a little stamping there. Gosh, I really like all of these. I like both the torn edge and also just the trimmed edge. I kind of let the image speak to me whether it should be torn or if I should just trim it with the trimmer. And here's another really pretty one. And yeah, I'm going to put a little something here. Don't know what yet. And then here is this one. And this one just worked out because of where the birds were situated, that it made sense to leave the February on there. And then I added the little number stamp there. But yeah, so I have a few more I'm going to make. Yeah, check out my Patreon if you're interested in the January Happy Mail kit. I have 2 tiers where you'll get a little something, the goldenrod and the bluegrass tier. All right, I will talk to y'all in the next video. Bye.